34 past. Of course, another thing that folks are pretty excited about locally, it's a little more attainable. It's time to come out and get one of the most anticipated dog races in the UP started. The UP200 Midnight Run. Ansley Watson joining us in downtown Marquette to tell us more. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Yeah, I'm standing right on Washington Street in front of the Mining Journal, where by 7 o'clock this street is going to be packed with thousands of people who are anticipating the start of the UP200. Now, I can only imagine the excitement not only for the people coming to watch, but also for the mushers and the dogs. The UP200, though, isn't the only race happening this evening. Also, the Midnight Run takes place right after the UP200 around 8:30. And then on Saturday, the next day, the Jack Pine 30 takes place in Gwynn. So stay with us for more on that to come. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. Go warm up real quick before you check in with us next hour. And that is kind of going to be key tonight and throughout the weekend, finding ways to keep warm. Welcome back, 11 after the hour. Big excitement right in downtown Marquette this morning. Ansley Watson is there to tell us more about the big races. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. I am standing at the official start line of the UP200. If you can see to me, there's a plaque, says that right there. It's going to start around 7 o'clock this evening. Joining me this morning is the start and finish coordinator of the UP200, Ross Anthony. Good morning. Thanks for being with us on this cold, cold morning.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It's all this 365 days of planning, and it all comes together right now. We got a blank canvas down the street right now, and in about 10 hours, it's going to be a organized chaos and hopefully an awesome show for the community.
Yeah, you're telling me around 7, I think they start preparing the road. What all goes into that?
Yeah, we got a contractor, Oberstar, comes in, and they've taken care of us for a long time. They come in, dump the snow, backblade it with a backhoe and a blade, and we go along after that and put barricades down. And basically, you're looking at a street right now, and the hope is, well, it will be in 4 hours. We'll figure out how to get a track down here and get some dogs out and have it all cleaned up by the end of the night so the cars can be back on the road.
How many people are you expecting to come down to watch for this? This is a huge event.
It depends on the temperatures. Hopefully, we plan on about 7,000 to 10,000 every year. It's a huge, huge event for the community. It brings in over $2 million in money to the Marquette community. So it's one of those things that we need to have that for the community in Marquette, but at the same time, it's something for us to do in Marquette in the wintertime, get out and enjoy the weather.
Yeah, you were actually at the bib draw last night to see who goes first. How was that? That was at the YMCA, the headquarters. What was that like?
A lot of energy.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people there. Pat Toriano, who obviously was the president for years of this organization, ran this race and was the first one that said, hey, we can run down the center of Washington Street in Marquette. Was honored, and that was pretty special. It was pretty cool to see that. And she got up and gave a pep talk, and almost gave me a pep talk. I know she was focused at the mushers, but her big thing was let's give them a show, and we're hoping, the goal is for everybody out there that the mushers can put on a show, and I can just help them do what they do. So yeah, it was great last night. The energy was good. Bibs are ready, and I think the mushers are ready to go.
I was gonna say, did you get to speak with any of the mushers, see how they're feeling?
Yeah, we've got a few new ones this year who really don't know what to expect. I think they've heard lots of great things about the race. Pretty excited to run it. And then we've got a few veterans that are, they've run and tried and true on the track. And word is, they're raring to go. It helps that we're pretty confident about our trail right now. The trail is in beautiful shape. The weather patterns have set up wonderfully, as long as we don't get dumped on here in the next 5 hours. But even then, the trail crew gets out and they take care of it, and they do a great job. Mike and Angela Sholin and their whole trail crew. It's not just 2 people. There's dozens of people that go out and do that. And I think that trail has a lot to do with it. It was in pretty good shape last year, and I think, again, it's going to be a great trail, fast, and I think it's going to lead to a great race for the mushers. They're all excited.
Great. Thank you so much, Ross. Stay with us. We'll have more on that in a little while. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right. Thank you very much, Ansley. Of course, taking a look at the weather, they've got...
Welcome back. Well, if you haven't heard yet, the UP200 sled dog race kicks off this evening. And Ansley Watson is down on the site of where everything will happen to tell us a little bit more about what we can expect. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. So the UP200 is going to be a blast tonight. Trucks are coming in to get ready for the road, to prepare the road. This morning I'm joined by Ross Anthony, and he's the start and finish coordinator. Good morning, Ross. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so talk to me about the road closings. Where do people need to go? Are they coming here for the race? How does that work?
Absolutely. Actually, right now they're blocking off Washington Street at 5th Street, and it'll be blocked off all the way down to Front Street today. So you won't be able to access Washington Street at all. But there will be north-south access all day long on Front Street, 3rd Street, and then 5th Street will be open. 4th Street is closed in the morning, so you won't be able to get there. But if you're trying to get north-south in Marquette today, it is one of those things where, you know, it's a necessary evil of this event is we have to close some streets and give yourself some extra time. Make sure that you're aware of what's going on and use those streets that are open throughout the day. Later tonight we will close down 3rd Street and Front Street will obviously get closed, but that'll be later today after Marquette rush hour, and should be good to go after that and ready to run some dogs.
So the race takes place at 7 o'clock is when the first runner goes, right?
Yep, 7 o'clock tonight, UP200 will take off. Frida Wara and Walt Lindell will be down here announcing. They've been doing the race for years, and they bring an awesome energy to the race, and it's absolutely amazing what they're able to do. It's hard for the layperson to understand how hard it is to talk and fill that much time, but they are an absolute wonderful addition, and not addition, they've been here forever. But 7 o'clock UP200 starts, and then we'll get all those dogs off. We'll have a short break. We got a nice little surprise this year. There's actually some, the ski juring club is going to come in, and they've got a few teams. Ski juring is basically cross-country skiing with dogs, so they're going to give a little clinic down the track, and for them it's kind of cool because they get to run the track at night, and so we're going to have a few of those go off and kind of entertain a little bit in between, give some people some time to get into one of the warming tents, a few of the activities that are going on downtown.
And then the midnight run takes place when?
8:30 tonight.
Okay.
So you'll have a gap in between there. Take advantage. The NMU Alumni Foundation has a tent actually right behind us, and then the DDA is doing an event down at the Commons. The Flying Moose is having an event down there at the end, 5th and Washington. The Masonic, I'm probably missing some, and I feel bad that I'm even naming them all off because there's so many of them going on. The whole town comes out, and it's one of those things that, you know, if you want to get down here and you're afraid of the cold, there's numerous opportunities to be able to get out of the cold, warm up a little bit, and then come out and cheer the dogs on, even if it's intermittently between the UP200 and Midnight Run or whatever you're liking. But come on down. Take advantage of those awesome activities that events throughout the community are putting on for us.
And then we can't forget about the Jack Pine 30. Takes place Saturday morning.
Yeah.
What can we expect from that?
Oh, absolutely. Gwen comes out for that. It's absolutely amazing. We did move the Midnight Run downtown a few years ago because of trail, and it was actually easier, just made more sense to share the trail. And so they moved to Marquette, but that Jack Pine 30 is still in Gwin, and it's an absolutely amazing event. One of those things, if you haven't been there, just to see what Gwin does, and Gwin really comes together for things like this, and just to witness that is pretty cool. Gwin is a pretty special town.
And then what can we expect from the atmosphere? Describe it. I guess it's absolutely incredible. I've never been, but I can only imagine it's crazy.
Well, there's a couple different atmosphes going on. I'm always behind the start line, so I don't get to see what goes on down here. For us, it's organized chaos behind the start line. Out in front, I know it's cold. I think right now it's about 5 degrees or whatever it is right now, and at start time it'll probably be pretty similar. And I think the energy and you know, I mentioned Walt and Frida earlier, and the energy that they bring to the event and the community coming together. I don't want to sound cliche, but the warmth of everyone in the community coming together really just warms the whole street up. And it's something that we have in Marquette that no other community, I'd say nationwide, has in its uniqueness. So it's really cool.
Well, thank you so much, Ross. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a great event. Come on out. Don't be scared of the cold. It's going to be great. Reporting live, Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.